having just gone out of Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, this movie, guys, absolutely terrible. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out this movie review. We're going to be talking about Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. And just before we get into today's review, I would like to say a huge thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help to really support the channel. If you're interested in joining Patreon, and if you're interested in buying some merch or checking out my debut book, there is a link down below in the description box you can click where you can find all that good stuff. Over on Patreon, memberships start from only £2 per month. You get access to so much extra content such as early videos, movie reviews, watch parties, and so much more. I love animation movies. I always have. My favourite animation movie of all time is Toy Story. So that goes to say how much I love this genre. Now, I love Dreamworks, I love Universal, I love Disney, etc. Whatever in terms of animation. So when it came to this movie, I saw no trailers whatsoever. I saw one review, and that is from my friend Ryan at RWR Movie Reviews, where he also did review this movie, and he wasn't a fan of this. So I thought, okay, well, will I think differently? Will I think the same as him? Unfortunately, I feel the same as Ryan, because this movie is an absolute mess. I'm really not surprised why this one is tanking at the box office right now. I did want to go support it anyway because I like Dreamworks, but yeah, this is a rough one. So let's just kind of go into a couple of positives that I've got here. We've got some good voice acting by like Lana Condor, you know, Toni Collette and Jane Fonda. Like, they've got some big names here. The voice cast all around, I think, do a good job for like what they're given. I can't see anyone is like a standout here. It's just purely simple. They probably just turned up to work, did the job, went home. That's what it felt like. Not in a bad way, but it's just, you know, the voice cast was at least okay. Some of the animation was alright. Like, some of the human designs were okay, and kind of like the landscapes and this kind of like world building of this like Oceanside was nice. I like that. Some of the underwater animation as well, I thought was done alright. Story, it's a simple, predictable story. It's got a nice message underlying, but that message, okay, I'm going to go into the negatives, guys, because that's about it for positives. Negatives here is absolutely everything else. Firstly, when I mentioned about the animation being mostly okay, the animation for the underwater scenes in terms of like the Kraken designs is absolutely abysmal. Like, it's really bad. It kind of felt as though almost as if it's like CG'd or like green screened a head onto a body. That's how bad it looks. And I was like, wow, really? Like, standard for Dreamworks? At odd times it was more like, kind of looks like more like HD and more kind of clearer than other times with the character design. I was like, this is just a mess. It really is. The story itself, I don't know if they wanted to take more of a serious route, because they tried to throw in like a couple of gags, I guess, like here and there, but I was thinking like, this is just not funny. If I was like a younger kid, and I appreciate this movie is probably made for younger kids, but there was nothing you really to like laugh at, to like have those kids like, you know, entertained and engaged in the movie and be like, ha, you know, like really laughing out loud and stuff. And there's no like kind of like fart joke. Like, don't get me wrong, we're sick of the running gag of the fart joke, but it's nothing even like that, just like simple humor like that to try to get like a laugh. It's just like they try to go for some comedy and then they try to go more serious, and I don't know if they want to tell this for like young kids or like teenagers, kind of, because the whole plot of this is like Ruby Gillman wants to go to prom, and she's at that age of going to prom, but then she learns about that she's a Kraken, so she has to deal with both of those kind of elements. So it's kind of like, which kind of audience does this movie want to kind of go for? I don't even think it knows itself. This movie is absolutely littered with social media references, and I'm personally fed up of animation doing this, and even live action to an extent. We just don't need social media references, influencers, subscribers, and all that kind of stuff. And really, I just found myself going like this like throughout the movie, and that is a shame, because I like Dreamworks. I was hoping this one was going to be like, you know, at least a mildly entertaining watch, but ultimately the poor animation, the simplistic story to the point where it just wasn't entertaining, it was predictable, it was also quite boring in my personal opinion. Do I think that this could have an audience with some moviegoers or some people that check this out? Yeah, I think there might be a couple of people here that might like enjoy this. Maybe like younger kids or like very, very early teenagers may enjoy this. I mean, I don't even know. But right now, guys, this was a rough watch. So with that in mind, my overall score for Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken is a 1.5 out of 5 stars. Have you seen this movie? Do you agree with me or do you completely disagree? Let me know any and all comments down below in the comments section, and we'll continue discussion down there. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button down below so I can see you again on more future videos. And until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.